It was a Big Four rivalry game, a game so big that they moved to their first Niagara Center Wednesday night as UB falls to Canisius 69-55 to fall 4-3 overall in the year. It was a game where UB was dominant in the first half, led by 9 points going into halftime, but in the second half, they just couldn't seem to get things done. They end the game with Canisius going on a 26-4 run as UB just couldn't seem to get things going when it mattered the most.
Yeah, like you pointed out, UB jumps out to a 9-point halftime lead, actually extends that lead to 11 early in the second half. Canisius able to get it to 5, 4, and eventually tie the game, and like you said, take the lead. But it was really defensively where Canisius made their money in the second half, going a lot to zone, and UB was not able to make them pay from the perimeter, just 2 of 16 from beyond the arc.
One stat that really surprised me was points in the paint. Canisius outscores Buffalo in the paint 32-24. A stat that to me is surprising, seeing Canisius getting outscored by Siena 60-22 in the paint on Sunday, and then going in, you're facing a team that includes the likes of Javon McCray, Will Reagan, and then Canisius ends up outscoring them. Just shocking to me, and absolutely it's hard for me to grasp that just happened.
Yeah, it is a little hard to understand, but I guess going back to my point, Canisius' defense was the difference. Really going to that zone defense in the second half, really clogged the lane, and it wasn't just an easy pass down low to Javon McCray. They were forced to shoot the perimeter jump shots, and today they just weren't falling. 2 of 16 from beyond the arc, not getting it done, and UB just couldn't come up with the stops, and Canisius was just able to come up with big shot after big shot to eventually down the Bulls.
Looking at some of the stats, Javon McCray finishes with 13 points, Gerard Oldham with 11, and then Will Reagan has 10 points. But when you look at Canisius, Billy Barrett, a huge 23 points. Chris Perez steps up with 16, and really the shocker of the entire game, Phil Valenti stepping up with 11 points. The Bulls probably never expected to hear that following this game.
Yeah, Chris Perez, he really did something the Bulls, I don't think anyone in here, especially the Bulls, did not expect. He really was a 6'3" postman today, catching the ball on the block, back to the bucket, and going in, getting layups. He didn't take one really jump shot outside of about 9 or 8 feet, and if anything, that was a floater. Chris Perez was excellent in this game. There were some positives for the Bulls. Will Reagan, a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor. He made both of his 3-pointers, but Jaron Skeet, really disappointing afternoon for the sophomore guard. 0 of 8 from the floor, 0 of 6 from downtown. That's out of your 2 guard and out of a guy that you expect to make some big shots. He just wasn't able to get it done today.
Overall, a disappointing loss for Buffalo. Here's both coaches following the game.
I thought we played pretty well for about 30 minutes of the game, and throughout the large stretches, we were able to secure a pretty good lead in the game and had pretty good control of the game. And then it slipped away from us probably around the 10-minute mark. We stopped playing defense the way we needed to, and then give Canisius credit for having players that stepped up for them. Perez was tough to deal with. He was had some real determined drives to the basket, gave them a real physical presence outside, and Valenti came in and gave them a real spark, I thought, with how hard he played. He really out-hustled us at times to get to the basketball. And we struggled late in the game. We struggled hitting perimeter shots. We made those. Our last game tonight, we didn't connect from deep. And teams are going to continue to zone us if we're not able to make them pay making perimeter shots.
It was real tough tonight. I mean, you can see it. We really struggled with the run they made, but like I said just now, man, I think we'll get better from it, and you'll see an improvement.
I told our kids, it's going to be two halves, and it really made a big emphasis about rebounding the basketball, and we out-rebounded them. I thought we had some mismatches that we could take advantage of, and one of them was Chris Perez. I thought he was huge, really getting that turned around the second half. And, we played to win the game, and we played aggressive. I thought our defense was terrific the second half. We got 7 steals by being real active with our hands. And then we opened up the floor a little bit with driving. We got to the 1-on-1, and we just kept elevating our score.
The coaches told me to keep attacking because we had an advantage. We got bigger guards, and Coach Van just told me to keep attacking the ball, and that's what I did.
John, any last final thoughts on this game?
Going forward out of this game, I think Canisius obviously is the big winner from the game, showing that, just a couple weeks ago they got down big to Bonaventure and things spiraled out of control. Today, down by double digits, but really able to come back, and I think it's a setback loss for the Bulls. Not for long. I think it's something they got to get over, and I think it just came down to not making those perimeter jump shots. And once they can knock those down, in games that they do knock that down, they will be fine.
To catch more of what John has to say, you can check out his recap at ubbullrun.com. And for other Big Four talk, you can check out his blog at big4talk.wordpress.com. He's John Snyder. I'm Mike Bunt, and you're watching Bull Run TV.